Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to take a look at the Warlock class hall. I will warn you, there are some light spoilers here, and I'm just getting my recording set up in place, so if you hear the clickety-clack of my keyboard or my mouse, I do apologize for that. Okay, let's take a look. It's still under construction. All the class halls have these cute little signs in them. This is a Legion world you capture as a Warlock. I believe this is Mardoom. Unlike the Paladin class hall, I don't feel like there's a lot of history here. There's a lot of new stuff. All of these demons, after the quest chain to get here, these are technically under your command. I mean, you can't do anything with them, but they serve you. Longtime warlocks may recognize this fellow over here. This is Ritson, a member of the Council of the Black Harvest. He's still around. The other members, not so much. My impression from the opening quest chain is you will be kind of building this council from the ground up and finding old members and that sort of thing. Right now, it's pretty much just him and a bunch of unnamed people. This area here is, I suspect, where you're supposed to modify your artifact. The thing to click on it is not in this location, which is a little weird, but I think it's supposed to be. The one I'm wearing and this one here, this is the default appearance of the Soul Harvester artifact that Affliction Warlocks get. And these are the variations on that, which is pretty cool. Not all the class halls have this display. The Warlock class hall doesn't really pretend you're the only person with an artifact, whereas I think the Paladin one is very much, you are the only person who has this cool weapon. This one, yeah, it builds you up to be something special, but they have all these on display, and it's kind of believable that there's more than one. Which, I actually appreciate more than you're the only person who has it, and this class hall is full of other people who have it. A lot of the new demon models are in this hall. It's not really, it's funny to call this a class hall when it's a freaking planet, but the new demon models are in. This is the new Abyssal, and I think they look just cool as heck. Does she have a name? I like finding the named NPCs. Blackheart was Acolyte, so no name. But if you go up here, this is actually, I think, one of the coolest areas. And this is the most spoilery area, I feel. And you notice the demons saluting you as you go past. This is the coolest area because it's very much the culmination of the quest chain that brings you here. You go across here and you'll see that spawn in. And let's see if I can pick up the sound effects because they're pretty great. Oop. I don't know if you can hear the beating heart, but it's pretty fantastic. And can I get under here? Yeah. And a dead pit lord. And where the other place of the artifact, the thing to modify your artifact wasn't where I expected it to be. It's here. It's just this rock. It's alpha. This is not intended, I'm sure, that you just click on an empty space. But you click on that, and it brings up the UI to modify your artifact. I have no appearances unlocked. I'm not sure how you do that right now. I have played the Warlock a bit. I've run some dungeons, so I think you can hit any of these major things in any order. But I kind of did a count, like how many things do I need to fill in to reach, and I think if I did the math correctly, like this is an extremely inefficient way to get here. If you go down this path, inherently unstable, sweet souls, blah blah blah. But Soul Flame seemed fun to play around with, so I kind of went this chain from Reap Soul to Seeds of Doom to Compound Interest to that Soul Flame. I haven't gotten there yet, but that's what I'm interested in playing with. But you can kind of see it's like a little puzzle to get what you want. And I believe eventually you can fill everything out, but as you can see, to get compound interest, I need 400 artifact power. So it goes up by 100 each time you take something. So the first point in Seeds of Doom is 100, then 200, then 300, and I've filled that out, and this would be 400. It's pretty straightforward, really. There's nothing confusing about it. You get artifact power by looting little items that get like adds 50 artifact power, whatever. You can mount up here. You can't mount up in some class halls. Some are bigger than others. This one's huge, so I really appreciate that you can mount up here. Down this way. Oh, am I gonna die? I might die. Nope, I'm okay. But yeah, there's like here, they have different training dummies to try out a variety of things. You can test your AoE here, which I really appreciate. Uh, yeah. And Reap Soul is what you get from your artifact, and that's this ability here. It doesn't have a particularly interesting graphic right now, but the damage on it ramps up over time. It just ticks faster and faster until it's gone. And that was the AoE, and this is like a single target. This is a boss over here. So if you want to do your raid training, you test it out on that guy. There's just all kinds of really, and this is max level dungeon, so he's level 112. It's a really nice setup, I think. It's more variety in training dummies than, for example, the Garrison had. And down here, I kind of feel kind of bad showing this off, but there's some weird terrain stuff in the alpha. This plate is just kind of here. I don't know if that's meant to be that way. And around the edges of the island, I won't show that off. You can kind of see through the island in places. So it's clear this is very much under construction, as all the class halls are, and they're still working on them. But on one hand, I enjoy how big this one is. They can fit a lot more stuff in here. But even though they can fit a lot more stuff, it doesn't feel like there is a lot of stuff. Like, it could be more condensed. Maybe as you progress through the expansion, this place will fill out more. Because as I said, the quest chain for this does seem like you will be recruiting people, finding old warlocks, bringing them into the cause, or rescuing them from the Legion, or whatever else. And right here is, I was kind of disappointed this board is here. Maybe that won't stay that way. I thought you would just click on the pool. But when you click on this, it brings up the map for questing the expansion. So this, like the exclamation point, that will be something like the Garrison Follower missions. I can't do any of those yet, but you right click, then you can go, oh, I want to go questing in Stormheim. No, never mind. I want to go questing in High Mountain. Never mind. So the Warlock one is cool. I'm eager to see if there will be more stuff here. Right now, it seems like a lot of space not being used very much. It's probably the biggest class hall in terms of space, but there's not as much content here. And again, maybe they will fix that. We'll see. Thank you for watching. That was the Warlock class hall, and we will see you next time.